Hey guys, what's up? It's The Journey with KS. I'm your boy KS. What I need you guys to do is click on that subscribe button, ring that bell. Thanks for taking the journey. It's the journey. It's the journey. It's the journey with KS. It's the journey. It's the journey. It's the journey with KS.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Good afternoon.
Everybody, welcome back to The Journey with
KS. I'm your host, KS.
And I'm your co-host, owner, KS. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Get coffee this morning?
Yes, coffee, and we actually had no traffic. So, yeah.
That's a blessing.
That's a blessing.
No traffic.
No traffic.
We are live on Sony Hope Radio every Wednesday afternoon, starting right now at noon Eastern Time. Just in time for your lunch break. KS, did you have lunch today, or will you be having lunch later?
I'm having lunch later. What about you?
Probably also as well later.
Okay.
We are glad to have all the listeners back after a successful first week here with Sony Hope Radio. Last week we had Fats on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Fats was in. We dropped Bring Back the Love.
Bring Back the Love.
Might be bringing back something right now.
Yeah.
Today, a couple songs of the new album.
Mm-hmm.
Where can we find your music, and where can we look forward to this new album, maybe a little bit about it, and what songs you may hear on the new album?
Okay, so guys, you guys can find my music on all digital streaming platforms. So if you have Apple Music, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, I'm on all of those. Just search for KS. My brand new single, Forget About You, Forget About Us. I've got Body Talk and First Class, which are coming on the album. And then I have an old EP, A Million Miles. And FAU is the new album, which will be releasing in a couple weeks. Big shout out to Steve from Kilroy Records, who mixed and mastered the album. He does phenomenal work, guys. So shout out to Kilroy Records. FAU is going to be coming out through Universal Music and with Real Hawk and everything. So we're super excited. Debut album. And it's the breakup album, you know, talking about how love was lost. And now it's time to try and hopefully get back up on the horse and find some more love, you know?
That's right. Always looking for love.
Yes.
Sometimes we're looking for love in all the wrong places.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we find love in the wrong place.
Yeah.
You
Never know.
All right, last year we went back on tour after, during the COVID-19 pandemic. We toured some cheerleading gyms because KS, as everybody knows, we run Cheer Music Factory and Cheer Media Factory.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you tell the viewers a little bit about where they can get their cheer music or their cheer media products today?
Ooh, so guys, just go to cheermusicfactory.com. Guys, we are on all social media platforms, Cheer Media Factory and Cheer Music Factory, guys. We have packages for everybody. We have pre-made packages. We also have small packages, medium, large, extra large, and we have all original content with local artists up to major recording artists now that can be on the packages.
And we have a new guest vocalist. First and foremost, this year we're going to be utilizing an amazing artist from Sierra Brooke.
Sierra Brooke.
New band, 5-year gap. We have toured with Sierra and Brody.
Yes.
They're awesome. They got a new song coming out next week. And Sierra Brooke's old music that she has compiled up until this time, you will hear them exclusively now on all Cheer Music Factory mixes, and the like.
Yes.
KS, there's another guest vocalist.
Oh yeah.
Who made cheerleading clients all over the country and the world be having the opportunity to hear their cheer music.
So this year, we have major recording artist Ava Max. So if you guys don't know who Ava Max is, which you should, she sings songs like Sweet But Psycho, Kings and Queens. Guys, she is mega big. So follow Ava Max on all social media platforms. And guys, Cheer Music Factory, Cheer Media Factory. If you need logos, you need cheer music, y'all know where to go to. Let's go. Ryan Zeller.
Gotta hit up Ryan
Yes,
Zeller.
shout out to Ryan Zeller.
Sales at m2precords.com. We made it out last year. We went to Danbury, Connecticut. We were at Extreme Cheer Athletics with Reject.
Yeah.
Fats came in the studio Reject is going to be with us next week. We were at Waterville Elite, Premier Tree Athletics.
Oh yeah.
Jamie and Katie Harris.
Yes.
We then went to North Star.
Oh yeah. North Star was fun too.
Stopped at Maryland Blitz
On the way home.
That was our first little tour experience. This year, we are doing season 1 of the tour, which is being filmed for a TV show that will air on the RHE TV network, guys, which is the RTN.
Yeah.
Where can we find the RTN? And tell them a little bit about season 1 of the tour. Telly Stoneman.
Oh yeah. So guys, the RTN channel is on Roku TV. If you don't have Roku TV and you have, Apple, your Amazon Fire Stick, we're on all of those as well. And season 1 of the tour is, guys, this is so awesome. Telly Stoneman is such a great artist. We're going out, we're performing at gyms, etc. And we are filming to put together a little reality show for TV about, music and our journey as artists, as independent artists. Trying to, make it to the major leagues and hopefully open up for a major recording artist.
You guys are gonna have the opportunity to book a show this summer for season 1 of the tour. We are almost fully booked. We are going to let you guys know right now where you're gonna see us so far, where you can buy ticket links, and the like. So, season 1 of the tour, guys. August 1st, we are going to be in Jackson, Mississippi, doing a showcase for, I believe, 300-400 people, which is going to be awesome. Are you excited about that, KS?
I am super excited. Super excited.
And then we are going to be releasing some further announcements on some further details of where we're going to be. But on August 15th, Sunday, August 15th, KS, we are going to be in East Granby, Connecticut at
World Cup Connecticut.
World Cup Connecticut. Are you excited about that one?
I'm excited. Listen, I'm excited for all the shows. I mean, it's great that everybody's taking the journey with us, and we want to take the journey with you. So the fact that everybody wants us out at their locations across the U.S. is amazing. So thank you.
We're going to head out to Dayton, Ohio.
Yes.
We are going to be at the Dayton Academy in Dayton, Ohio. We just booked this show.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a little open gym with them, live music, KS and Telly Stoneman. We're going to have Camille the Singer with us at that show. And then we are headed out to our friends at
Unity Cheer
in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah, Louisville, Kentucky.
Last year we had Sierra Brook and Camille the Singer at Unity Cheer. It was a great time.
Oh yeah.
And then we are headed out to the Core Athletics in Rochester, New York the following Sunday.
Yes. August 22nd.
August 22nd. And then we got PCA. We're going back to Waterville Elite.
Yeah.
August 29th. Shout out to Jamie, who's the owner. She has been so loyal to the journey, so thank you, Jamie.
Yes, thank you, Jamie, and thank you, Katie.
More shows to come. Tickets on Eventbrite. The links are on all the social medias. KS, where can you find your social media?
Guys, you can find me on Twitter, TikTok, and on Instagram at IMKSMusic. And Facebook, it is just KS.
We are going to drop a song off your new album right now. And then we come back. We're going to do celebrity birthdays?
Sure, we'll do celebrity birthdays.
Tell them about this song that you're going to be dropping right now.
So, Bad Energy, guys, is it's a good one. It's gonna have you dancing a little bit. It's a little dark. It's almost like a Billie Eilish meets like a Black Eyed Peas kind of weird mixture of a song. It's real dancey. It's real fun, and I think you guys will like it. So let's drop Bad Energy.
All right, without further ado, Bad Energy off the new album FAYFAO.
Coming soon, baby. Let's go. You're bringing bad energy, like my worst enemy. Smash my heart in front of me, no take back, just let it be. You're bringing bad energy, like my worst enemy. Smash my heart in front of me, no take back, just let it be. Leaving, I'm done messing with you. We're beefing, your love is so good. We're creeping, play me like a fool. You cheated, I knew you were no good. You treated me like plastic, threw my heart in a casket. I did the math and added up that it was just not lasting. Turned civil into tragic, veered off, lost the magic. You had no faith in me, which had us on a path to crashing. Started off on the go with the kids, brought what I long for and what I wish. Checked everyone, yes, on my list. Wound up being more than I could dish. Here's a thought, be a good girlfriend when you're getting 100 from your man. Do everything that you can when you're in love to not make it end. I can't be around all your bad energy, 'cause it makes me so mad that I just wanna scream. I can't be around all your bad energy, 'cause it makes me so mad that I just wanna scream. You're bringing bad energy like my worst enemy. Smash my heart in front of me, no take back, just let it be. You're bringing bad energy like my worst enemy. Smash my heart in front of me, no take back, just let it be. Leaving, I'm done messing with you. We're beefing, your love is so good. You were creeping, playing me like a fool. You cheated, I knew you were no good. How could someone always be so late? You keep putting more onto your plate. Don't get mad when I'm upset, then try and blow it up in my face. Girl, that's just some blasphemy. Take a shot straight blasting me. Bad vibes, you gassing me. Creeping up close to catastrophe. It's the end of the road, my friend. You can say your soul, it won't change a thing. Keep praying for a love, but it's gone with the wind. Time to take an L, you gave up the win. It's a talk, appreciate someone that you love if you think it's fate. And do everything that you can when you're in love to not let it end. I can't be around all your bad energy, 'cause it makes me so mad that I just wanna scream. I can't be around all your bad energy, 'cause it makes me so mad that I just wanna scream. You're affecting me with your bad energy, and I can't sleep. You're affecting me with your bad energy, and I can't sleep. You're bringing bad energy like my worst enemy. Smash my heart in front of me, no take back, just let it be. You're bringing bad energy like my worst enemy. Smash my heart in front of me, no take back, just let it be. Leaving, I'm done messing with you. We're beefing, your love is so good. We're creeping, play me like a fool. You cheated, I knew you were no good.
All right, that was Bad Energy by KS on the new album FAYFAU, which is coming out at the end of this month. Awesome song, great production. Killer Records did a phenomenal job.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, Kilroy Records. Let's go.
We are going to go right now, KS, into celebrity birthdays. So why don't you break it down for them?
Okay, so guys, Conor McGregor turns a young 33 years old today, for those who don't know. McGregor is an MMA fighter who actually just fought this weekend against Dustin Poirier. I think it's Poirier. Unfortunately, a gruesome leg injury ruled it to be a knockout in Dustin's favor, so McGregor took an unfortunate loss. So we're praying for a speedy recovery for him. And sorry about that, man. But a couple interesting facts about him. He was bullied as a child, which is what drove him to learn how to defend himself. He has drawn comparisons to Muhammad Ali. They both, they used to talk trash to get inside their opponents' heads, and, they both were able to predict the rounds they would finish their opponents, and they both rose above sports and became cultural icons. He won a fight in only 4 seconds once against Patrick Doherty in 2011. It only took him 4 seconds to land 2 devastating punches to knock out his opponent. Prior to fighting, McGregor was an apprentice plumber and once on welfare. Can you imagine going from welfare to $100 million payday? Like, that's crazy. He can be quite the inspiration for people on their journey. And also celebrating birthdays today are actress Jane Lynch and comedian Lonnie Love. Happy birthday to you both.
Happy birthday. And we were out at Spirit Brands on the tour. We filmed in Spirit Brands.
Mm-hmm.
That was a cool experience. What do you think about that over there in Wildwood?
That was such a great time, guys. Spirit Brands runs a great competition there. I mean, everywhere, actually. I've been to a whole bunch of them. And, it was cool to be outside, and they were doing an extra competition to help the teams that didn't get to perform live. So it was really good. It was nice.
Then we went to Poplarville, Mississippi.
Yes.
We did a show at Cheer Authority.
Mm-hmm. That was fun too. All the shows always have something unique about them, and all the crowds are different, and the kids are different, and the support that they have for each other at the gyms is always great. So I just love it.
Then we went to the Birmingham Cheer Academy.
Yes.
How was that?
That was good too. Every time we go, it's always fun, and now they have their new building, so that's cool. And yeah, same thing. I mean, the energy level from all the athletes is great, and the gyms that we go to, they love their sport, and the coaches are very dedicated, and the gym owners are dedicated. So it's always fun,
Now we have season 1 of the tour, new TV show coming out, Roku TV,
Mm-hmm.
Fire Stick, Apple and Android devices. That's the RTN RHEBT network, guys. So go download the network. We also have another show that will air season 1 of Cheer Battles.
Yes.
Why don't you tell the viewers a little bit about what's going on there?
So Cheer Battles is kind of like a cheer America's Got Talent. So, if you're a cheerleader, whether you're high school, rec, all-star, you can submit, right? It's not about levels, guys. It's not like, well, level 1 against level 7 or novice against, intermediate versus advanced. It's the wow factor. Can you take a cartwheel, a forward roll, or a prep and make it unique compared to, with a double full or like a double up? And, what's the wow factor? How cool can you make your routine?
And the ages and the levels can compete together. And
Yeah.
against each other evenly.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not an EP, we're a TV show.
We're a TV show.
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's exciting. It's a cheerleading competition, so you cheerleading teams, and the teams can be made up of anybody.
Of anybody.
Together,
Mm-hmm.
You can have your junior team, your senior team, or you
Yep.
can have a high school kid that just wants to
Do it with an all-star kid, yeah.
It's only $150
Mm-hmm.
to submit to this show.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have Olympic gold medalists in the finals. Gabby Douglas judging the show with KS.
Yeah.
Special guest judges.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to say about the show? Encouragement, positivity, any type of light that you could shed on this opportunity for the youth?
Well, I would say that I think that this show is very great because cheerleading doesn't get enough of the right exposure that it needs to. I mean, it's growing, and now we're getting to the point where it's getting into the Olympics, which is cool, but 15 years ago and 20 years ago, cheerleading was almost, looked down upon, frowned upon, especially if you were a male cheerleader. And now it's grown into this huge, it's like such a huge sport, and all cheerleaders, their community is great. It's a tight-knit community, but, seeing how much it's grown and how well it's grown, and safety and whatnot, is just, it's unbelievable, I didn't think it would come this far so fast.
I also agree with you. I think that cheerleading has come so far. It's so popular. There's so many cheerleading teams.
Yeah.
I think it's really great.
Yeah, we need more TV shows, we need to bring cheerleading out even more than it is, and I think this show will do it. And it's going to make it more fun than anything. But yeah, I want to see some cool stuff off this show.
I agree. So we are going to take a moment right now and hear a word from our sponsors. And when we come back, we are going to hear from KS about his experience through his journey from being a cheerleading coach, being a tumbling instructor, releasing music, kid-friendly music of all ages, and tying the two together to create a fan base of fellow athletes, fellow kids that you've coached, and any personal experiences that you have had that has personally directly touched an athlete from your music that you've experienced.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's gonna teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting's hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
We are live outside the home of Joe and Rosie Goddard, where a pretty big tickle fight broke out just minutes ago. Sources say their father instigated the laughter. Let's go inside for a comment. Apparently, they have no comment. Dads, let this be a reminder that it only takes a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
It's the journey. It's the journey. It's the journey with KS. It's the journey. It's the journey. It's the journey with KS.
Welcome back to the journey. How's everybody doing?
We're doing great.
KS, why don't you let everybody know a little bit about your cheer and music connection and yeah.
Okay, so for music, I started in the second grade. You know, in school they teach you how to play the recorder. And then in fourth grade, when I was allowed to start with instruments, I picked the alto saxophone. And, you know, I was a Kenny G man, so played saxophone all the way up through high school, was in the band, did the whole nine. And in high school, I learned how to play a little bit of trumpet, piano. I was really into instruments. And after high school, took a little break. And after college, it was like, let's try and get back into music, and started with, you know, getting an M-Box and a little blue mic, and kind of worked my way up. And for cheerleading, I started as a gymnast, actually. When I was 2, my mom put me in gymnastics because I used
Why did she put you in gymnastics at 2? What made her do that?
I used to make coffee in the morning.
At 2?
At 2.
You used to make coffee at 2 o'clock, at 2 years old?
Yeah. And my mom would find me hanging off the counter. The coffee just spilt everywhere.
Well,
water.
You were having coffee at 2 years old.
Well, my dad used to drink coffee, and you know, when you're 2, you don't realize. And she'd find me hanging off the counter, coffee spilt all over, sugar, and so I was in gymnastics. Went all the way through states, regionals, Junior Olympics. Was coaching it, and all-star cheerleading started to kind of really become big at 2005, 6-ish. But I didn't start getting into that till around 2008 or 9, and coached ever since, and fell in love with cheerleading.
Now you're bringing the two worlds together, cheerleading and your music. Have you experienced so far in your journey a personal experience with a cheerleading athlete or a coach that has been either touched by your music or touched by your journey in general and what you're doing out here trying to make it in a tough world?
Yeah, Actually, a lot of athletes and their parents, they're super excited, and they tell me all the time how much they love that I'm following my dreams, and that they do love the music. And big shout out to a big former athlete, Gianna Diesso, and her mom Christina.
Shout out to Gianna. She came with us to Connecticut.
She was on the World Cup Shooting Stars. And we asked her to come out and help host an event, and the first thing they said was, yes, right away, let us know so we can try and schedule and do it. And so big thank you to them, and big thank you to World Cup All-Stars and Elaine for letting them come and be a part of the journey.
That was great. And anything else that you can tell maybe the athletes that we're going to meet in the future, a little bit about anything positive, anything that your music can relate to them, and just anything that you want to tell them that might encourage them to do the right thing.
So yeah, my music, I try to keep it as positive as possible, because obviously, there's all sorts of types of music out there, and I personally feel that some of the music that is out, for the younger generation, we should control a little bit more, especially, with adults and how adults can, release music. And I mean, I have lots of songs out, and I just choose to not use certain words or things just because I want to be able to reach everybody, and I want kids to be able to hear music and really understand what they're saying and they're listening to, and when they're using music, because a lot of kids now rap songs that they have no idea the meanings of the words. They just say them, and I know what this is. They don't really know. And all my messages try to I like old pop music. When somebody was singing something from the heart, and you could completely understand the word because it wasn't used as a different slang in different areas and different things like that. So I try to just keep it, just understandable and 100% relatable, I guess I would say.
All right, guys, just so you guys know out there, we are offering on-air interviews for artists who have a song to drop right here on Sony Hulk Radio. You guys can contact KSMUSICMGT@gmail.com if you are interested. We also do small business on-air interviews. If you have a small business that you're looking to promote, you can come on our radio show. Same email, KSMUSICMGT@gmail.com, and Bree will get you taken care of. We also have packages with 10 weeks of advertisements. KS, how much is 10 weeks of advertisements on this radio show?
$150, guys. That's it. You don't beat that anywhere. That is great.
Anywhere. And right now we have a new segment coming up that is going to be on the journey that you guys, the fans out there, have the opportunity to get involved in. KS, why don't you tell the viewers about this awesome new segment that we have going on our show?
So the other day we got all excited about starting a new segment. So we're like, why don't we call in to people or fans or whoever and reach out and see what their journey is, since our journey is music and radio. And we were like, yeah, that sounds great. What should we call it? And we wound up calling it the Journey Jump In.
The Journey Jump In. And who are we going to have on air with us today? Right now, calling in, KS, who's on the line?
We have Charlie from the UK, guys.
Charlie, are you there?
I am. Hi.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the Journey Jump In.
Hooray! Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad that I met you, and I'm glad that we have you here now.
Cool, me too, Kenny. How's it going, guys?
Good. Where are you from?
I'm from London in the UK.
Oh, awesome. And what is your profession?
So, I manage sports facilities, but actually my passions are, of course, music and the radio. So I have a show on a station over here called Press Play UK.
Awesome. If you guys don't have the Press Play UK app, go check it out, because I believe KS and owner might be on for an interview on your station.
That's so true, Kenny. You will be on for an interview on the station. pressplayradio.co.uk. Come find us, have a listen.
Yes, super exciting, guys. So Charlie, how long have you been in radio?
So I've only been doing radio for about 6 months. My background is more kind of singing and a little bit of stage work, acting.
Very nice. And are you going to send us over some music so we can take a listen and maybe play it on the radio?
Yeah, well, you know, I've haven't had a chance to kind of collaborate with any musicians because of the pandemic. So I'm looking forward to, because I like to do these things like personally, you know. I want to sit down with a guitar and write some music. So when I have something worthy of your station, I shall send it over.
Very cool, very cool. Well, thank you so much for calling in and being our
Thanks
first
for having me.
Jumping on the journey with KS, on the journey jumping, and we look forward to hearing more from you soon.
That's great. Thanks for having me, guys.
Have a good day.
Have a good day. Have a good night.
So guys, that is our new segment. It's called The Journey Jump In. If you want to call in on The Journey Jump In, just reach out to us on social media and we can let you know how you can take part in The Journey Jump In. KS, we have Today in History. Let's hear it.
Okay, so today in history, guys. On this day in 1968, Hank Aaron of the Braves hit his 500th home run off San Francisco Giant Mike McCormick. In 1983, Mario Brothers was first released by Nintendo in Japan as an arcade game about an Italian-American plumber. In 1986, Motley Crue's Vince Neil began his 30-day sentence for vehicular homicide. If you guys don't know the story of the Motley Crue, check out the movie The Dirt on Netflix. It's an unflinching biopic based on Motley Crue's best-selling book, where four misfits navigate the monster highs and savage lows of music. Machine Gun Kelly, he's huge in the music world right now, plays for Tommy Lee, the drummer. Speaking of movies, one we all have come to know and love premiered on this day in 2008. The Dark Knight, featuring Kristen Bale and Heath Ledger, hit the box office on this day.
That was a great movie.
Yes.
The Dark Knight was definitely a top movie. That
top
was awesome.
Notch. Mm-hmm.
If I could be a superhero, I'd probably want to be Batman because he flew. Like with the cape. I could see myself having the cape.
He had the little
I could definitely see myself having the cape, for sure. KS, so we got cheer battles. We have season 1 of the tour. It's been a really, really a roller coaster of a ride. We were in, New Jersey about 4 or 5 years ago. Cheer Music Factory. We were mixing cheer music. You had a couple songs out. You had the label, and you were doing cheer vocals for Cheer Music Factory. Tell the viewers a little bit about your experience making cheer vocals for cheer music.
Cheer music is really fun to make. It's unique in its own because, not only do you have to rap or sing or write a vocal about a specific team or their theme or their colors, you also have to, we tell a story. I'd like to tell a story with my music. So putting these two together between regular music and then like athletics is super cool. It's some of these cheer mixes that you hear, if you listen to a cheer mix, you'd be like, oh, that sounds weird. It sounds wonky. Well, that's because, as an athlete, it's different. Like dance music is different than cheer music, is different than regular music, so it's got its own unique, fun, high energy kind of sound.
Shout out to our Cheer Music Factory clients this week, Innovation Cheer out of Westchester, Pennsylvania.
Yes, shout out to Innovation Cheer.
We also have Elite Academy out of Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Yes.
And we also have Jersey Spirit Elite Choreo out of Wildwood, New Jersey.
So exciting.
Oh yeah, so Kellyanne, she's on the album, feature on the album. Tell the viewers a little bit about Kellyanne, some of her music, where you can find it, and about the song you guys are collaborating on the album. Okay,
so guys, Kellyanne is such a great singer, okay? We met her last year, and we kind of have like the same personality a little bit, and her voice is angelic. I don't know a word that I would just use besides angelic. She's got a lot of great singles out. She's got a feature with oh my gosh, I just lost her name right now. For my friends,
Fletcher.
No. Oh my gosh, I want to say Creed City.
Oh, City Creed.
City Creed.
Okay.
She's got My Friends Out. She's got My Own Solution. She's got a Legacy Enough. She's got a whole lot of list of great songs. And her style is very different. You know, it's like pop soul kind of, and like it reminds me of like a new version of like Adele or something. You know, it's very
definitely
deep, very deep.
Definitely close, very close to like Adele.
And she's on the album On Eyes on You, and she kills it.
Song.
It's like a dance song, you know, and it's her first kind of dance poppy faster song, and she just rocked the vocals. She it's got like a Amy Lee kind of presence in it. She's like so strong.
And right now, Kelly Ann's music video, My Own Solution, is on the Countdown, which airs on the RTN RHETV network. You can now go to www.rhetvnetwork.com/The Countdown, and you can vote right now for Kelly Ann, My Own Solution, the music video. There's 65 music videos on the network, and the Countdown airs on Friday, and it's the most voted for 10 videos, the top 10. So make sure you guys download the RTN, the RHETV network on Roku, Amazon, Apple, and Android devices so that you can go check out the Countdown that airs on Fridays at 7 p.m. on RTN. Right now, we are going to jump into two songs real quick. We're going to let you guys hear Telly Stoneman, Don't Give Up on Love, followed by Owner and Nissan Black, Once in a Lifetime. When we come back, we will have Independence the Strong Way with DJ StrongArm calling in for his weekly segment. You guys stay tuned.
Up at night with your bed vacant, living a private life you just like to stay in. You're just trying not to lose your patience. You got a broken heart and it's really got you jaded. You've been searching high and low, but you don't know which way to go. If you don't try, you'll never know. Don't you give up on love. See it in your eyes. I wanna be the one to love you and help you see the light. You can see what I see deep within inside. I wanna be the one to hold you, get you that peace of mind. Oh yeah, baby, you've been searching high and low, but you don't know which way to go. If you don't try, you'll never know. Don't you give up on love.
stuck inside of lonely places, showing too many different faces. Grinding sideways, suffered ovations, only get one chance or it's on to replacement. Pencils and erasers, not set in stone. Keep God first, be a legend on your own. When you call out to heaven, prayers answered, it's like you're headed home. Life is full of mystery, everybody's trying to make history, but history is his story. Your blessings are his glory. Life is full of mystery, everybody's trying to make history, but history is his story. It's something that you won't forget.
Once in a lifetime, you find someone like you. Once in a lifetime.
Only just to have another chance. Took a glance at the man upstairs. Better pick your head up, boy, pick the pen up, boy, the time is now, get the trap prepared. Even on the darkest day, remember high is life, don't wait. Always run the extra mile with a smile, no pretending, so they notice we'll be here for a while. Life is full of mystery, everybody's trying to make history, but history is his story. Your blessings are his glory. Life is full of mystery, everybody's trying to make history, but history is his story. It's something that you won't forget.
Once in a lifetime, you find someone like you. Once in a lifetime, you find someone like you.
The lies, but I clung to the truth. They can fall for it all when you call, I'ma move. Your glory for the world still ain't enough room. With the fight, take me up even when I'm in a rut. For a hole in my heart, but you can seal it up. Yeah, please don't ever leave me. Without you, I ain't breathing. From the summer to the winter, keep it coming every season. Believe and choose. Yeah, light in the dark time, truth. Yeah, once in a lifetime, you. Yeah, you know you got mine too. Yeah,
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's gonna teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable, but how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
We are live outside the home of Joe and Rosie Goddard, where a pretty big tickle fight broke out just minutes ago. Sources say their father instigated the laughter. Let's go inside for a comment. Apparently, they have no comment. Dads, let this be a reminder that it only takes a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
It's the journey. It's the journey. It's the journey with KS. It's the journey. It's the journey. It's the journey with KS.
All right, we are back. We are back. We are back. Welcome back to the journey with KS. We are now headed into our weekly segment. DJ StrongArm, are you there?
Yes, sir, I am.
Yeah, how you doing? How you doing?
Man, I can't complain at all, man. I'm just sitting here sipping on some hot tea on a nice warm day in South Carolina.
Very nice.
All right, all right. You guys know what time it is. It is time for Independence the Strong Way with DJ StrongArm. How's everything going, DJ?
Man, everything's going good, man. It's a nice day out here. Like I said, I'm just sitting here sipping on some hot tea, enjoying a nice warm day. You know what I'm saying? I like tea and coffee, man. I could drink them like all day. It's not just a morning thing for me.
It's hot out here too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of nice where I'm at, man. You know, it's probably different weather where we at. You know how it is in South Carolina, man. You just never know.
You never know. What's going on? What you got for us today?
Well, I mean, just so everybody remembers, man, Independence the Strong Way is all about us giving information to the people in the independent field, whether they be producers, promoters, artists, CEOs of labels, whatever it is, we're trying to help out the best that we can and give advice on both sides of the board, on all sides of the board. But today what I want to touch on is management. Now, y'all are going to love this one. KS, I know you're going to love this one.
Yeah.
But I want to touch on management today because, you know, on all aspects of management, you know, it's needed. Do you need it? Do you have what it takes to be managed? Do you know what needs to be managed? Do you know what managers you should seek out? Do you know what a good manager is? Do you know what a bad manager is? I mean, there's a lot of different places and different areas that need to be covered. Yes. And I want to start with, do you even need a manager? Now, a lot of people believe that, you know, they're supposed to get this manager and the manager's supposed to put everything together for them. But it's the terminology is manager, which means managing something. So, I mean, to have a manager or to feel like you need a manager, you first have to have something to manage. If you're a new artist and you haven't even done the basics of getting certain things done, then the last thing you need is a manager. What you need is knowledge of. I mean, right now we're in a time and place where knowledge is already all around us. We got Google, you got YouTube, you got all these ways that you can find out the most basic of information. So if you say you need a manager, but you haven't done some of the most basic things, like, you know, putting out a single, you don't need a manager to put out a single. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a manager to do your publishing. We spoke about publishing before. You don't need a manager to get your publishing stuff together. That's something you can actually do on your own if you just simply research and ask questions. So if you get a manager and then you expect the manager to set up your paperwork, set up your shows, get people to know who you are, you're already asking for too much. The manager's coming into a situation trying to be an A&R, trying to be a manager, and trying to be a label all at the same time. So if you don't have something put together, something organized, what you don't need right now is a manager. Because and if a person does take you on or say that they can take that on, then you might want to check that person's credentials first. Because a real manager ain't just going to jump into something like that when they already know a person doesn't have it together. A manager's not there to put everything together. A manager is there to manage.
On your behalf.
And that's the first thing I want to say.
Kind of manage on your behalf, on the artist's behalf.
Say again.
It's kind of like managing on the artist's behalf, you know. It's like a representation, almost like a lawyer.
Right. I mean, but you know, look how many people you've seen say they need a manager, right? And then this person gets involved with them, and they have to. And it's an overwhelming amount of work. And what usually happens is the artist goes back and says that person didn't do their job, but in reality, that person never knew where to start.
It's just so many pieces all over.
Yeah, I mean, there was never a way for the person to know where to start managing you at. So let's fast forward a little bit. Let's say you are an established artist. You do have things together, and you have a little bit of a buzz, right? Now, yes, in this case, you may need a manager, but here's the thing. Too many people allow people to manage them that don't know how to manage. So a manager is not just someone that you notice around you that thinks, it might be a friend of yours. Now, sometimes that can qualify if you have a friend that has knowledge of certain things and they know you a little bit better than most people, so they might know how to push you. But in all cases, let me say, do your research. If a person tells you that they can manage you, and this person has no real history of anything, you might need to rethink that situation. Now, if this is just somebody that you're coming in the game with and you're trying to give it an opportunity, that means y'all gonna have to learn together. So that's a different situation and a different conversation.
So you should know. You're saying you should know who you're hiring to manage you.
Exactly. Know who you're hiring, because everybody says they can manage. But, at the end of the day, that's because this person already knows that you have something going on. See, a lot of people, just like I said before, if you don't have nothing, you don't have to, you don't really need a manager if you don't have nothing going on. In other cases, if you do have something going on, it's not going to be hard to find one because everybody's going to want to be your manager. A lot of people, just as many people craving to be a manager and chasing to be management just to latch on to you as you do artists that may be doing the same situation. This whole entertainment business is about people trying to latch on throughout the whole journey. The journey.
Absolutely, yeah. Take your manager through the journey.
Yeah, I mean, but you know how we do in this situation on this segment. KS, I gotta go back to you because I like to bounce a lot of this conversation off you. How do you feel about everything you just heard me say? Do you believe a lot of these people need management? And what do you think good management is?
Honestly, I feel like 80% of the artists out there don't need management because they're just not there yet. I mean, even at the level that now that I'm at, and you know where that is that's the time when you really need to have at least a manager managing something. When you're able to travel around and you're putting out music and you have everything all set up, ready to go, and someone can really do something for you, for sure. So that is, I just feel like most artists just really aren't there at all. They just need to get everything together. And what was the second question?
And what do you consider to be good management?
Good management is definitely somebody that can come in and really do their job. Like if you need them and they're your manager to, I don't know, let's just say they're helping get you your shows and your stuff together and whatnot. And that's their job, is to help, book your shows as your booking manager. Then they need to be able to book your shows and know how much it's going to cost to get you out there and whatnot. If you should be getting paid a certain amount per show and how long, and they should be able to do those things and make sure that they're managing that correctly and making sure that you're getting paid properly and whatnot.
Right. But now the question is, though, and you say doing it correctly, but the question is, if you're a new artist, how do you know what correctly is? Like, what is, because at the same time, the person could be doing it correctly, but maybe the artist doesn't have a level of patience.
I think that's a good point. What I was going to say is that if you're an artist and you don't really, as long as you're willing to say, I really don't know 100% if what I'm doing is the right thing, and you seek out, like you said, somebody that you know, somebody that you trust, somebody that might have the skills or the capabilities to handle more than just what you're putting into the microphone or what kind of beat will work for your sound. But if you know somebody that is crafty in industry and in trying to figure out what exactly it is the best thing, and like you said, DJ, you might already be doing the right thing. You just might not be knowing that you are.
Right. And Ona, I got to ask you that same question. The same question goes back to you. Like, when it comes to the artists, do you feel like a majority of them are ready to have a manager? And you being a person that's been in management, What do you feel is a good manager or a bad manager?
So I really think that the art, like I said, the artist who's ready for management is the artist that is willing to say, I want to work with a team. A lot of artists that I meet or that I've seen across the way are just really, they're I don't know if self-made, but self-centered, like, you know, they're I can do this. My music's the best. I don't need a manager. I have my own social media. I can post myself. I can do everything by myself. I don't need any help. And that type of artist is not. It shouldn't have a. Not that they shouldn't have a manager, but they shouldn't be spending.
You're trying to say you're trying to say those aren't manageable.
They're not manageable. They're not manageable. So I think from an artist perspective, if you really want to do this and you really have a passion for the music, be manageable. Take the word from somebody else, and then at the same time, know if you have a good or bad manager. If a manager that's not good is just not going to fulfill on your word. So let's say you're an artist and you have a manager, and your manager tells you that, okay, what I'm going to do for you this year is I'm going to book for you at least one show a week. At least once a week, you're going to be performing, and then all of a sudden, 1 week goes by, 2 weeks go by, 3 weeks go by. And the manager hasn't got you any shows. I would say that's bad management.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
Whatever it is, maybe the manager says he's going to get you in 2 magazines a week. So if he doesn't get 2 of those 2 magazines a week, then that's bad management. But on the contrary, if your manager is getting you that one show a week, and you're whatever the agreement is that you have with that manager, if they are following through with their word, that's a sign of a good manager.
100%.
Okay, and let's follow up from right there where you just said the agreement. I like the way you kind of move forward, because that's the direction I wanted to go in. Okay, let's say you are to that point, you're doing your thing, and you're trying to figure out, do you have a good manager or do you have a manager, or a bad manager? At the end of the day, it's all about the agreement. If you as the artist, before you get the manager, or your way to weigh your options to who your manager might be, know what it is that you need to be managed. Know what it is that you need, because a lot of these things you may have already done to get yourself to a certain point. So know exactly what you need a manager to do for you. And if you know what you need a person to do for you, then you all can have an agreement or make an agreement on the things that need to be done on that manager's part. And if you don't see those things being done, then you know you need to seek someone else or seek the management. So, and that's for the people who are ready. You might be ready, and that might be a good manager, but you can both meet in a much better place if you know what it is that you need that manager to help you with, and that way they're not just fishing on what the problem might be.
I totally agree with that, bro.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. So, really for the day, that was my biggest part of the conversation, was just management, because I see so many people talking about what the manager didn't do, and how they got caught up in these bad deals. But I keep wondering, like, is it one side complaining too much, or is it the other side really not doing due diligence? And at the end of the day, I think it comes back to both sides. I believe that the artist has a responsibility in knowing how to pick good management and knowing whether they can even accept the management, as you said, owner. And I believe that the people that would like to manage, or those that are managing, need to be able to get the job done, because if not, they need to get out of the field and get into something new.
Yes.
My man DJ StrongArm, are you available for management for independent artists? Is that next week's topic?
Is that
Well, am I trying to manage someone?
Are you available for hire?
No, I will not be. No, I'm not. No, that's a big 10 no.
Last week we had marketing. This week we have management. Do I smell a M coming next week? A triple M or something? Are we on the M trail? So we have
management is a different type of field, man, and I've done it, and I've had it at one point in time. I've done it at one point in time, and you got to be something special for that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be something special.
Well, that's Independence the Strong Way with DJ StrongArm. You guys will know he'll be back next week. We're going to have Reject in 2 weeks from now. DJ StrongArm is going to be live here in the studio with us, and we are also.
And I got a shout out too.
1 second. We are also going to have the release showcase live on RTN. Is going to be the full showcase release party for KS's new album FAY FAU. Right after we get off with DJ StrongArm, we are going to have another StrongArm worldwide premiere of a new KS song that's going to be on the album. And after that, we will be back for our shout-outs. DJ StrongArm, you got a shout-out.
Yeah, I do, man. I want to shout out Solid Art Graphics. You know what I'm saying? That's where we're doing our next event at, you know. So right here in Columbia, South Carolina, man. Shout out to Solid Art Graphics. You know, my man Mentality, man. He doing his you know, he does great graphics, shirts, print shop. He got the whole nine, man, and it's an event space as well. So they do events and parties. So I want to give him a big shout out, man. He's a good guy doing a lot of good things for the community.
You got a couple events coming up this week?
Yeah, I actually do. I have a kickback, man, an OnlyFans kickback that will be popping up on August the 7th. That's going to be a very big event where the independent artists get paid. You know, it's a guaranteed thing, and I'll definitely, any artist would like to know more about it, you know, you guys can actually email me at djstrongarmtest@gmail.com. That's djstrongarmtest@gmail.com if you would like for me to hit you back. Well, I will hit you back if you email me, of course. And I can give you more information on these events and how they happen. And we could actually probably bring it to your city, too, but that's something we'll talk about on another show.
Cool. And that's OnlyFans Kickback 5.
Yeah, OnlyFans Kickback.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? All
right. Well, everybody, KS is going to announce this song that he's coming out with. We just want to remind everybody we are coming to World Cup Connecticut on August 15th. We're coming to Dayton Academy on August 17th. We're coming to Unity Cheer in Louisville, Kentucky on August 19th. Core Athletics, August 22nd in Rochester, New York. Premier Cheer Athletics in Waterville, New York on the 29th of August. And we have more shows that are going to be announced soon. Book for season 1 of the tour right now, KS. What's the StrongArm Worldwide premiere today?
It's called Hard to Get, guys. This is a bonus track. Super excited. I'll let it speak for itself, and then, yeah.
And then we'll be back for shout-outs.
Girl, I just want to know ya. Yeah. Baby, let me be your soldier. Let me go. I see what it is you're playing hard to get. Don't do that because I'm way too good at game. Hard to get. We can play that. So let it begin.
I know the loving been a strong, so let me be the armor. I got the antidote for the poison, you got bottle. Time to get these feelings all to recovery. I'll be your LA, let the start stretch to discovery. I'm thinking get this link on, diamonds in a mink on. Love back inside, so I'ma break you out this prison. It's my turn, so let me roll the dice. Make a move in the games. It's not pretending, no, you need a guy like that. So when he's got your back, you ain't never gotta worry if his love's in check. I'm not having any more regrets. I know that you're the one, I put my life on the line as the bet. Nobody had ever said a race in love would be so hard, but I wanna be the one to make you forget what you lost. Bring it back, yeah, show me love. Bring it back, let me be the one. Take your heart and make these BPMs last through every season. Ain't no doubt, yeah, that you're the reason. Take your heart, cause his rhythm's bumping through my chest. It's a stereo, a love, one that you possess.
Yeah. Baby, let me be your soldier. Let me go. I see what it is you're playing hard to get. Don't do that because I'm way too good at game. Hard to get. We can play that. So let it begin.
You've been in my vision, catching great vibes, never heading towards collision. On a mission, baby, I'm trying to ride and go the distance. Don't be afraid, not everybody in their story's gonna be the villain. Real healing takes more than time, you need positive action. Someone to mend your heart, make you feel real passion. Love you for you, not try to change things, make you unhappy. It's all about satisfaction. I know you need a guy like that, someone who's got your back. You ain't gotta worry if his love's in check. I'm going out making bad decisions. Let me be the hero, save you from your inner self with inner healing. I wanna fix any problem. I'm about working with my baby, cause together we gon' always solve them. Create a better me, create a better you. Make the perfect us, yes, that's rendezvous. Take your heart and make these BPMs last through every season. Ain't no doubt, yes, that you're the reason. Take your heart, cause his rhythm's bumping through my chest. It's a stereo, a love, I want that you possess.
way too good at game. Hard to get, we can play that, so let it begin. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, let me be your soldier. Ooh, let me go. I see what it is you're playing. Hard to get, don't do that because I'm way too good at game. Hard to get, we can play that, so let it begin.
All right. That was KS, Hard to Get, bonus track coming on the new album. We got some shout outs. I'd like to shout out Camille the singer. I'd like to shout out Sierra Brooke. Woo! I'd like to shout out Brody. I'd like to shout out their new band 5 Year Gap. I'd like to shout out Fats. I'd like to shout out Reject. And I would like to shout out Bree and Ryan Zeller from CMF. You guys do an amazing job. KS.
All right, let's get to our TikTok shout outs. So, big shout out to my moderators, Rio_Zakaria and Paigey Danielle. We got a shout out going to Okay It's Louise. We got a shout out to Hoodie Gang Crew. We got a shout out to Bastion200561. And we got a shout out to ..edits_videos. So thank you guys for the love and the gifts and for tuning into the show. Shout out to James Houston Jr.
We will see you guys next week at noon Eastern Standard Time. Most importantly, we want to thank you guys for taking the journey with us. But most importantly, we want to take the journey with you guys. KS, one more time, where can we find you on social media?
Social media, guys. Facebook is KS. TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, I am KS Music. Don't forget to follow, like some videos, join the journey, and follow me on YouTube as well at KS. Then hit the space bar, Music.
We're going to see you guys next week. Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Peace.
Peace. It's the journey. It's the journey.